So this orchid is, I think, 3 or 3.5 years old. It's still blooming. Let's talk about the first thing. Typically when you buy an orchid from the store, it's flowering. And this is still flowering, so I am not going to do anything. So once these flowers sort of fall off or wilt, I will look down the stem. And actually what I see is, there's a new growth coming from here. So what I would do is I would cut above here, so because nothing's coming up here, that way the fresh flower can come from here. If there was nothing on the entire branch, I would go to node 1, that's down here. I would leave that and cut either here, worst case here, but this is fine. So this gives the plant an opportunity to sprout a new stem for flowers without having to feed that entire growth. On watering, typically once a week is fine. I don't add water on top. The best way is, this is a pot, and I take a bigger pot and put this pot inside a larger pot, fill it with water, let it soak for maybe 30 minutes. All this bark gets nicely soaked, and I take it out, make sure everything's drained, and then it's good for roughly a week. They recommend, people say ice, but orchids don't grow in cold climates. They don't really like ice. Tap water is perfectly fine. They don't like the roots to be soaked, so never let it be in standing water, otherwise root rot sets in. Another thing to keep in mind is, see, this plant has a lot of leaves, and these typically come in a very small pot from the store. So consider moving it from a smaller to a larger pot, and they like well drained medium, and Amazon is a good source to get the medium they like. So that's all it is there to it. Make sure it's watered once a week by dipping the entire thing in water, soaking for 30 minutes, draining out the water, and then once the bloom dies down, cut it to one node above. So if the growth is coming from here, cut it from here so the plant can focus on growing that. Old leaves, I don't really worry about them. They'll eventually fall off. I don't really care too much. But yeah, this has been growing for actually coming on to 4 years now.